your Royal Highnesses, it's your girl Lady Lane back with another video. Today I am going to talk to you about folk. Listen, I'm sick of them. I am sick of folk. Now, don't get it twisted. I love people, but I'm sick of folk. And I'm just going to tell you this like how I always say, you know, I know there's nothing great about me, and everything that I have is because of God, and it's because me and my husband, you know, we are good stewards of our money. And also, you know, we have people in our lives that have helped us along the way. So to all those folk, no, not folk, to all those people, I say thank you, and I love you so very much. But when I talk about folk, let me just explain folk. For the sake of this video, I kind of just classified them into three categories. It's advisories, so it's really ABC, advisories, okay, and then we have busybodies, and then we have complainers. I am sick of them, just totally sick of them. I'm pretty sure my husband will probably agree that I'm probably a complainer, but not this type of. The first set of folk I'm going to talk about is advisors, okay? You know the advisors, the ones that's always, you know, acting like they got it together, the ones that put folk down, you know, for making mistakes or just burying them when they fall into a ditch. So those are advisors. They act like they never have any issues. They act like, you know, their world is just full of fluffy clouds and rainbows. Well, guess what, boo? You can't have a rainbow without rain. And the rain is what produces the growth that gives you what you need to help you grow. So if you're not having any rain in your life, chances are you're not growing. I'm just tired of folk who's always giving their advice, their unsolicited advice. Stop it. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you for your opinion, okay? And maybe they would if you stop acting like you just the Queen of Sheba or the Queen of the world, like you got it all together. And you don't. Nobody does. Nobody's perfect. And nobody's going to be perfect. That's why the Bible said that there is none perfect, none but one. And that was Jesus Christ, not you, boo. You know, they be giving that advice like, if I was you, I would blase, blase, blase. No. If you was me, you'll be doing just what I'm doing, because you will have the same feelings as me and the same thought pattern. So all those folk that's saying, if I was you, guess what? Stop. Just stop. Because if you was them, you would be doing the same thing. Now, you could say, my suggestion, but only if they asked. Everybody would tell you. Everybody would tell you that I talk to. I don't just say, this, and that, or whatever. You have to ask me. And then I remind you, remember, you asked me. So when I tell you, you can't get mad about it. And it's not unsolicited because you asked me. But to all those other folk, stop. Stop. Nobody asked you. Get out their business. Get out their business. You know, maybe somebody would ask you if you wasn't so unapproachable. You know, oh, I just got it all together. With your self-righteous, controlling self. If you were showing yourself to be friendly, you know, maybe someone would approach you and ask you about things. But no. You got to be all in control of everything and tell folk what they need. Guess what? You need to sit down. Moving on to the next group of folk, the busybodies. They're the ones that you rarely see or never see, but they know everything about your business, everything about what happened to John, Joe, June, and everybody else that you know. Them people, them folk. You know, I truly believe that if we were actually tending to the things that we're responsible for, like our children, our significant other, our jobs, working out our own soul salvation, not trying to tell people how they're supposed to work out theirs, then, I mean, if we would actually just work on those things that we're responsible for, then we won't have time for other people's business. You just wouldn't. It's too much stuff to be done in such little time to do it in a day that it's really no time. Business. I don't have time to be in other folks' business. I mean, I'm in my own little bubble. I have a lot of stuff that I have to work on with me personally, me and my job, or my business, growing my business, spending time with my family. Listen, I'm just saying, stop being in other folks' business and get some business about yourself. Focus on your own life. These busybodies are the ones that don't have a life, that has nothing interesting going on in their life, has nothing, has no goals, has nothing. That's why they worrying about other folks. So, well, other people. So these busybody folks, sit home. Get a life about yourself. My God. Okay. The complainers is the last group of folks. They are the ones that are, as I want to say it, the undercover haters. They your friends, your family that's supposed to have your back, you know, but they always got something negative to say. They throwing shade on your accomplishments or what you planning on doing, your goals in life. You know them folk. They're also the folk that is always complaining about they ain't got no money. They ain't got this, they ain't got that, they ain't got enough food. They got to pay their light bill. Oh my God, I got to pay $250,000 on this house, or I got to make a $500 car payment. Guess what? You put yourself in that situation. Don't nobody want to hear that. If you want to pay that much, you go ahead and pay that much. But don't nobody else want to hear it, and can't nobody feel sorry for you, because you walk around here with nails, your hair done, and you crying that you can't pay your bills. Like, what? Take that hair back. You better get some Lee press-ons. Stop trying to go and get them gels. You know what I'm talking about. And then you want somebody else to help you pay your bills. I mean, you wasting money. You wasting money on your own. If you need to stop keeping up with the Joneses, okay? Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, Kardashians, or whoever, you know, and get a job. Get 2 jobs if you have to make ends meet. But that's what you need to do. Stop trying to complain to other folk so they can help you. Now, don't get it twisted now. I'm not talking about people that fall into hard times. I'm talking about these folk, these regular folk. These ones that come on a regular basis every month. Oh, God, this, and oh, gosh, that, and oh, this, and oh, that. Woe me. Woe me. I'm tired of hearing it. You know, I helped you out one time, and then you want to come back again, and come back again, and come back again. Nah, bro. The buck stops here. Boom. Tired of folk. The complainers are the folk that never have anything positive to say. Everything they have to say is negative. As my husband say, they're the devil's advocate. Every time you got something positive to say, here they come with something negative. I mean, you can always find something to contradict something else. But come on, where's the faith? Where's the positiveness? What happened to building each other up, edifying each other? You always complaining and got something negative to say. Don't nobody want to hear that. Take your little negative self on down there to negative street and stay. And you see, the reason why I made this video and the reason why I'm saying I'm sick of folk is because I come across a lot of people a lot of hurting people, a lot of people that I could help or, give advice to, like real advice to, and to help them along their way, but they won't even open up. They're scared because of folk who they have put their trust in before, and they have been hurt, they've gotten backstabbed, and I'm just sick of it. I mean, we can't grow this world. We can't help folk. We cannot help people if we constantly have folk out there hurting them. They can't get any help. They don't know who to trust and who to go to. So, again, I'm sick of folk. I mean, if you don't have any experience in that area, you cannot be ministering or advising people on it because you have no experience in it. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, don't get it wrong. Now, we can go through things and fail at it, but at the same time, grow from it, where we can teach people, hey, I went that way and it was not good. You can do that. Yes, I understand that much, but for you to try to run somebody's whole life and tell her, it ain't gonna work. And let me just help y'all out. The Bible says we go from glory to glory. And if you've been listening to these people, listening to these folk for the past 5, 10, 15 years, and there's no growth, and I don't mean just financially or materialistic, but spiritually or emotionally, if there's no growth, then you might need to stop listening to these folk. Start hanging around people that are going where you're going. Start hanging around people that is where you're going, or is where you want to be. You need to hang around those people, those folk, accomplished folk. Those are the folk you need to hang around. But I mean, the Bible says you got to be equally yoked. If they ain't about nothing, you're probably about nothing. So, is that the category you want to be in? I don't think so. So, again, if there hasn't been any growth in the past 5, 10, 15 years, 5, 10, 15 months of you taking advice from folk, hanging around folk, listening to folk, I mean, it's time to move on. It's time to get a different set of folk. Hey guys, it is not the same day, as you can tell. Clothes, hair, makeup, all that stuff. I had another ending to the video, but I felt the need to come back and just say this, that the reason why I am tired of folk is because there's a lot of people out there that I come across that are hurting and could use some advice or whatever, but they because of folk hurting them or them being betrayed, that they're not willing to open up or to receive what I have to say, or they may look at me for being so young and wondering what can I say to them, or my life isn't fully together, as I say, because I'm not perfect, not even a little bit. But the thing is I have come to the point in my life where people can't tell me anything. I've been there. I dealt with folk. I'm still dealing with folk. You can't tell me anything if you haven't experienced it. And for me to be so young, I've experienced a lot. I mean, I was the young child that was molested. I was the child that felt like these adults that are over my life should have been protecting me, and they were not. I'm the one that was a teen mom. I've dealt with that, a single teen parent. I'm the one that dropped out of high school because I was pregnant. I'm the one that gosh, I've been through so much that it's crazy, and it's just, as I reminisce, I thank God that He brought me through this. I mean, I'm the one that before they came up with the word thought, that I was using, that was me. I used my body to get whatever I wanted or whatever I needed at the time. Um, I'm the one that, been through some marital experiences where everything is not roses, everything is not peaches and creams, and my husband and I separated for a while. Um, it's been a lot of things that I've been through. Me and my husband have had to use the calculator or take just this little bit amount of cash into the grocery store to say that this is what we have to feed our children with for the week or for the month or whatever. Granted that thank God that He didn't let that season last long, but I've been through all that. And the problem is as I was going through it, I had to go through it alone. Even though I had people around me, they didn't understand, and I couldn't tell them. I didn't feel open. I didn't feel like I could trust them, because even the people in the church that was supposed to been there to help me and guide me, like, they never been through what I've been through. Now, they may know to a certain extent, or they've seen somebody else go through it where they gave me a little bit of advice, but that advice wasn't always helping me. Sometimes it was hurting me. And I have a wonderful pastor and first lady that I could have went to, but I chose not to, for the simple fact of other folk saying things to me and making me feel like that my problems that I was going through were small, was too insignificant to bother them. And I really, all my life, I've had to struggle and come out of it myself. So God taught me. So people can't say, you can't tell me how to get out of it. I can, because I've been through it, and it was just me and God. No matter who was around, it was still just me and God. I couldn't trust nobody. I couldn't. I felt like I felt shamed. I felt like it was the things that I was going through, like it wasn't worth me telling anybody, because other folk had told me that. And again, you can't tell me how to raise my children if you never raised yours or you never had any. You can't tell me how to be a wife or tell me, anything, or how to run a business. You ain't never ran a business. Your marriage didn't last, but 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days. So you can't tell me how to be a wife. And I just really want people to know that there is people out there that can help you. Everybody isn't against you. Everybody's not going to hurt you, but you have to know who you can go to. You got to seek God and know who you can and cannot talk to. And that's the reason why I created this channel, is because I want you guys to have a safe place to go. And no, I can't talk about everything, every situation, but certain things in my life I have been through where I can help you. But again, I'm just here to motivate you and to keep you going. I'm not a guru. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I'm not a counselor. I'm, again, just somebody saved who is just trying to encourage you to keep the faith and keep going. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm sick of folk. And I really hope that this video helped somebody. And for all these folk, please just stop, because you're doing more damage than what you think you're trying to help. If God ain't leading you to say something to these people, you don't need to say anything. Stop putting your opinion in everything. So you guys, until next time. Okay, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit the like button down below. If you would like to be a part of a community that is just encouraging people who are experiencing real life, to just not give up and to be the best them that they can be. and yes, sometimes that is with tough love, then please hit the subscribe button. And as always, in my videos, I would like to um, extend the invitation for you to become a member of the royal family of the Lord Jesus Christ. So if you would just go ahead and read the prayer out loud that's about to come up and just believe, then yeah, welcome to the family if that happens. And if you did, then congratulations. This is one of the best uh, decisions you would ever make in your life. And I just encourage you to get in faith, a really strong faith, Bible preaching church. And also just don't forget to read and pray daily. And until next time, I love you guys. Bye-bye.